everybody doing today? All right, we're gonna have a small competition. I know we're still trickling in, so right now, I'm gonna put out a challenge to you. I don't think y'all are gonna be able to do it. Sorry, just gonna break it to you. So I'm messing with
no faith in you
just one. But here's the challenge. When we're getting in here, when that countdown's going, y'all should all be in your seats before one hits one, okay? So right now, we just got a point. Right now, it's MCs versus y'all. Y'all are losing by 2, actually. Sorry. I know. All right, Jada, do we have any announcements?
Yes, I just wanted to remind y'all really quickly about Lost and Found. Raise your hand if you've lost something this week.
Oh.
It's so regrettable. It's kind of tough. Right in the front right here, what did you lose? Water bottle. Toothbrush. Hat. Pillow. Wow, okay, so it sounds like y'all are losing lots of things. So, Lost and Found, just as a reminder, Lost and Found is at the information desk. So please do visit them for finding your things. Alrighty? Well, that's all John and I have for you today. We'll see you later.
Hey, how are you feeling about this afternoon show?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, by this point, we're about as good as we're gonna get. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm super excited. I really, really hope they think it's funny.
Yeah. Imagine if they didn't. That'd be embarrassing.
It would remind me of, do you remember when I ran for senator at state class and I tried to make that joke about what happens when you...
No, stop. You promised you would never tell that joke again. It was literally so dead before it left your thoughts.
I mean, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm so ready for this to actually get started.
Yeah, me too. I guess we should go ahead and get that video started then.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Hey, Furf, can we roll that video now? Thanks. Hey!
Hello! I'm Kylie.
And I am Will.
And this is the update.
Yeah! Kylie, how are you today?
Okay, I am absolutely thriving. If I had to rate this day on a number system 1 through 10, I'd give it an A+.
Wow.
Hey, Will, how are you doing today?
You know, I'm actually doing awesome. If I had to use like some adjectives to describe how I'm doing today, I would use some words like confident, excited, a little silly, kind of hungry, you know, that kind of thing. It reminds me, do you remember when I ran for senator at state class and I made that hilarious joke about...
And I'm sure it was hilarious, but we are moving right along.
Okay. So I love National Convention, and if you guys are sitting here, you probably do too, right? Yeah. But here's something worth remembering. I loved my iPhone when it had only one camera on it. But that didn't stop Apple from making me look like I walk around with a bowling ball in my pocket all the time, so.
Right. So the point is, even great things need an update sometimes. See what the writers did there? Update. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. Thank you so much. Yeah, but basically the point is that National Convention can be a lot sometimes. And we understand that. Now to illustrate this point, please, join me in my at her very first National Convention. Now, Kylie was completely overly confident in herself for absolutely no reason. And immediately upon receiving her room assignments, she gathered a large group of students and set off to help them find their respective dorms. There she was, trudging, with an extra large suitcase, an overstuffed pillowcase, at least 2 backpacks, and a heavy sense of sleep deprivation. Now, none of this stopped her from setting off on this adventure, and so she did, until about 15 minutes later, when she realized that she had walked in the complete opposite direction that she was supposed to, and was now completely lost in a random construction site. Not to worry. Everything ended well. The students eventually did, in fact, find their dorms, and all was well for about 5 minutes. Until dear young Kylie realized she had already lost her room key. So now, please, exit this world of imagination with me. And join me again in this current reality.
Well, I didn't expect that story to have so many turns. Actually, I did. Like, we've rehearsed this before, so I knew how the story was going to end. But the first time I heard it, I didn't. And what makes the story actually, to me, even more shocking, which, by the way, if you thought that you were struggling in your first day at National Convention, if you didn't do any of that stuff, you're probably doing better than you thought. But anyways, what makes that story even more shocking to me is the fact that up until this point, Kylie had been participating in society like completely uninterrupted. And that's surprising because that's not been the case for any of you guys. I know, but it's crazy to think about it. The last time anybody in the world was watching an afternoon show was in 2019. I mean, that's crazy. That's like mid-monologue applause crazy. Like, come on. Like, y'all, you guys really, really do love to clap, don't you? But, yeah, keep it coming. It's fine. Totally good. My watch doesn't even move, so I've got all the time in the world. But if you think about it, the whole world really does look a lot different. In fact, pretty much everything has changed. For example, I know for a fact that anytime before 2020, when I used the term murder hornet in a sentence, it was more of like a call to action to someone with a fly swatter than like an actual animal that existed, right? Yeah. Okay. That wasn't even like applause worthy. That was just like, murder hornets are so... But yeah, think about it. Like in 2019, 4 wasn't fat. Like the crowd could actually go wild because they were there. That is a good example of the crowd going wild. And the only thing that loss of taste was a symptom of was drinking too much LaCroix. Yeah, about 3/4 of y'all liked that joke. But here's the craziest thing, and if you guys thought you would applaud it a lot, get ready. Homeschooling, culturally mainstream now, right? Yeah, I know. Moms, are y'all up there? It was all worth it, right? Yeah, but it's crazy, and we get it. National Convention is absolutely massive, right? And this can be a little bit disorienting if you haven't been around this many people in a while. I mean, if we're being honest, the most people some of y'all have seen in one place for a while was when you and all 9 of your siblings gathered together to watch the WandaVision season finale. So, I know, I'll be giving spoilers later after this. But it's exciting. It's really exciting. We're glad to be here. There's so much to see and do at National Convention, but I've got good news. We will be laughing at every bit of it together. So sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, fantastic. As Will said, we're going to be going through so many different parts of National Convention here with you every afternoon on Update, but we cannot do it alone. So every day, in addition to Will and I, there will be other special guests, people that you know and love from around NatCon joining us.
There's one person in particular. Don't clap. Stop it. Stop that right now.
Please.
Stop it.
Please.
When,
Please, no. No more. Please. Please.
There's one person in particular that's particularly special to me, and so special, in fact, that he's actually going to be here every day. But I need to introduce him to you. I haven't even told you who it is yet.
Now,
We need to introduce him to you, though, because none of y'all have met him before.
now this guy... Yeah, you don't even know who he is yet. You're so excited. I mean, for all you know, it could be so boring. So, but let me tell you, it's not. This guy, he's more distinguished than everyone in this room combined.
I do not get it. He's excited to meet y'all, but here's the thing. I'm gonna have a talk with y'all small group leaders or something. He's excited to meet y'all, but here's the thing, and this is a somber moment, right? So I need you guys to really, really dig in with me. If we don't give him enough love, he might not come out. And here's the thing, you guys would applaud if I like poured some goldfish on the ground or something like that and did nothing else. So you guys have to be ready for him when he comes out, but here's the thing, we can't applaud again until we know who it is. Is that a deal?
Alrighty, at this time, please join us in giving your very loudest, your very most wild,
Stand up.
the most rambunctious round that you possibly
It's about to be a
can.
rave right
Ears
here.
should be bleeding, hats should be thrown, the crowd should be going in wild.
Jim the Chair! Yeah! Yeah, Jim! My goodness. Hey, Jim. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
Cool.
Jim.
He's doing great.
Yeah. Today, Jim, we'll be joined by your program director, Quinn Cools. Quinn, welcome. Please
Have a seat. Have a seat. I know, it's right. It's great, right?
Fantastic.
How's it going, guys?
This works on multiple levels.
It really does.
Yeah. Oh, that comment about 9 siblings, that's actually me. So
Really?
Is it
shout out to all
really?
my siblings on the live stream.
Wow.
Any WandaVision spoilers for us then?
No WandaVision spoilers.
Not even a one.
He's a good man, everybody. So, Quinn, could you tell us a little bit more about what you do in Teen Pact and specifically kind of like what your role is in National Convention this week?
Yeah, so I serve as our Vice President of Operations, so I do a lot of meetings. And then I also serve as our Director of Communications, so we do a lot of communicating. And yeah, there's a lot of good things we do at the office. It's a ton of fun, very businessy. That's the boring stuff, though. The fun stuff is National Convention. And yeah, that's right. So at National Convention, I'm the program director, so we actually break up all of our 75 staff into 9 different teams, planning logistics, literally since like October. So we've been doing a ton of work, it's a ton of fun, and I'm glad that everybody's here.
Well, yeah, that's fantastic. Now, Quinn, since you are here, and you are in fact the program director of this event, we're assuming, or at least deeply, deeply hoping that you actually enjoy this event.
I love this event, yes.
Great. Could you just, yeah. Could you go ahead and tell us some of your favorite parts about National Convention?
Yeah, some of my favorite parts. So when I was first a student here, about like 12 years ago, I came in feeling a little overwhelmed. It's a huge event, but I got connected to a Frisbee team. Anybody playing sports this week? That's me. Yeah, for real. So I got connected to a sports team, and it was so good because I was able to develop some relationships. Then you're able to catch up over people with, over lunch and at sessions, sitting together and that sort of thing. So my favorite part of National Convention is the relationships. I've had so many good conversations at coffee house, prayer with people and so forth. And I love getting to the end of the week and just the culmination of all that. It is absolutely incredible. So please invest. That's what I tell people. Like, invest in the relationships around you, and you're going to just be so rich by the end of the week. Yeah.
And that is fantastic, and actually a pretty similar story to me, except it was a soccer team and I was terrible at soccer. So, you ever? Well,
I don't know that
so
that's worthy.
the point is I embarrassed myself because I was bad at soccer. So, have you ever done anything embarrassing here?
What's the question?
Have you ever done anything real embarrassing here?
Really embarrassing. I try to avoid the embarrassing things. I will tell you this, that if you've ever seen me on stage at National Convention wearing a collared shirt, you can thank Johnny Lifeit for that. Because I never actually pack what I'm supposed to pack in terms of attire. In fact, the early years of National Convention that I served at, I was wearing like gym shorts and t-shirts on stage, and I got the big, from Mr. Martin. And so you don't want to get that. And so not very many embarrassing things. Probably the one thing that does come to mind is a few years ago, Jeremiah Fitzpatrick was our sitting president. And he, it was opening night, just like last night, and he was coming up to give his State of the Nation, and Amanda Wiggins, his vice president, was coming up. And I was giving my vision for the week, just like I did last night. So I'm up there for 5 or 10 minutes, kind of sharing about why I'm excited about the week. And at the end, I pray, and I grab all of my notes from the lectern and walk away. And then they're introduced, and they come up to the lectern to read their speeches, which had been kept on the lectern for them. I took them away. They did phenomenal. They just went with it. They did not, nobody in the room even knew except for the sessions team, because the sessions team were like freaking out. I didn't even know about it. And then later, very embarrassing for me.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a toughie.
Jake, Katie, if you're out there, you dodged a bullet last night.
Yeah, really though. Quinn, I do have another question for you. Now, would you consider yourself to be a fun guy?
Big fun guy.
Interesting. Would you say you like things like happidness,
Smiles,
children playing,
laughter,
ice cream,
music,
joy?
etc.
Yes.
Do you want to put this to the test then?
You could totally toss me on that.
What about like a competition kind of test?
I love competition. Let's do
All
it.
right, are you ready to meet your competitor then?
Bring it, anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, go ahead and welcome up Quinn's competitor and also his boss,
Wait.
CEO Mr. Peter Martin.
Mr. Martin,
Hey,
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us.
Thank
Please
you.
have a seat.
oh good, I was afraid you were gonna make me sit there.
Well,
That would
It
have
is
been the
an
last
honor.
time I sat there.
Well, Jim just does his job every once in a while, and then he gets to watch the fun along with everybody else. So thank you guys both for being here. Like we said, we kind of have a competition. You guys say that you're pretty fun people, so we figure we need to put this to the test and see how well you can carry that out. So you've got some envelopes in front of you, and inside of these envelopes are Kylie and I's favorite jokes. And the competition is simple. You'll take turns reading each other the jokes, and if you laugh, you lose. So you will score points for convincing your opponent to laugh at your joke. And audience, out here with us are 3 free National Convention t-shirts.
yeah.
And the winner of this competition gets to choose where those t-shirts go. So if you can give somebody a helping hand and get their opponent to laugh, they might just throw you a bone later. Are you guys ready? Any questions before we get
Throw
started?
bones or throw the t-shirts?
Well, generally the t-shirts, but if you've got any spare bones laying around, you can also throw them.
Will you remember that I am rather competitive?
Yes.
I
Yes.
beat you in a competition earlier this season.
Oh my.
Well,
You and
actually, I did not
Steven?
compete in the Jello eating competition, but you did beat
Oh,
Steven.
I beat Steven.
You
I
did.
beat everybody in a jello eating contest.
Oh
Yes.
my.
So point
Like a
being,
Wisconsin
Stories
flag.
there.
Mr. Martin has the competitive mentality of one Kobe Bryant, and is not to be trifled with. So if you guys don't have any questions, then I think we're about ready to get started. Are you guys ready
Yeah.
to get started?
Yeah.
I think so.
With that, we're gonna go ahead and get this competition going. Quinn, you'll be reading the first question, and then it will go back and forth. Can we go ahead and get that music cued first?
I hate nesting dolls. They're so full of themselves.
I broke my arm in 2 places. And you know what the doctor told me? Stay away from those places.
I,
What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Rubber toe.
it's unbreakable.
They're just faces of stone.
Oh, you like this one because it's sports related. Who can jump higher than a house? Pretty much anyone. Please, please laugh. Was I supposed to read that?
Oh,
Not laughing.
he was right there. Right
He's,
down the
he's
edge.
almost there.
The chin might be quivering, but I'm not laughing. What did the clock do when it got hungry? It went back 4 seconds.
Is that a biblical reference?
Well, I think it just means the clock is broken, so.
What's the most terrifying word in nuclear physics?
No idea.
Oops.
We've got to laugh over here, but.
All right, so this one says open at your own risk. So I think this is at Mr. Martin's risk. So here we go. I got food poisoning today. Not sure when I'm going to use it, though.
Get it? Because, like,
Get it?
That's dumb.
instead of, like.
Ah,
Well, that.
They said it was their favorite jokes. Favorite jokes.
I know it landed
jokes,
somewhere.
Jokes, jokes.
I know it landed somewhere.
I used some spot remover on my dog today. He disappeared.
Oh, because Spot is the
Spot,
dog
The dog.
that
and
I read those
Spot
books growing
is-
up.
yeah. Remover.
All right, here we go.
Nobody's getting the shirts.
Oh, man.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. They will laugh for me.
I love bagels. Well, this is a good one for probably another announcement coming up. What do you get when you cross the street? Run over.
He's so. His shoulders are shaking.
So,
We gotta laugh!
we do have a laugh.
Do not cross the street.
Very unsafe, very unsafe.
We haven't lost a student yet.
All right, can we do these last couple? All right. All right, what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. It's funny.
That's a hard one.
It's a real knee slapper.
It's very funny. Hilarious.
I beat my local chess champion in 5 moves today. It was great to see that my karate lessons finally were put to some good use.
We got another laugh! Yeah!
We're up to 2.
All right.
I think that was from Walt Baldwin. Thanks, Walt. That's helpful.
Yes, Walt. All right, here we go. My new thesaurus is terrible. Not only that, but it's terrible.
I would agree with that. It's terrible. A communism joke isn't funny unless everyone gets it.
We got another laugh!
That was 3 laughs. We do, in fact, have a winner. Everyone give it up for your CEO, Mr. Peter Martin.
Yeah! And of course, as promised, Mr. Martin gets to choose where these shirts go. Whoa, whoa,
There's
whoa, whoa.
Walt.
What kind of game do you think this is?
Here, Walt gets this one. No,
Yeah!
One more
Um,
chance.
Wow. Ask and you shall receive. Well, thank you both so much for playing. I hope
Thank
this
you.
was as fun for you
Thank
as
you.
it was for us. Everybody
Thank
say
you.
bye to Quinn and Mr. Martin.
Fantastic. It is at this time, everyone, We've been laughing a lot. It's time to end that laughing. Please, allow your faces to become downcast, because that's all we have for you today.
Yes, as world-renowned, famous, wise philosopher Kanye West once said, my greatest pain in life is that I will never be able to see myself perform live.
And yes, while Will and I never will be able to see ourselves perform live on this stage, because we are in fact standing on it, you all will get to see us, but way more importantly, Jim again tomorrow.
And we are so excited. We're so excited because we're so excited because today was absolutely sick.
Tomorrow will be snazzy.
But we'll update you when it happens. Bye.
How we doing? All right, we just got a few announcements, but the first one, you can do a small activity. All right, so how's this gonna work? So I want this side to go, it's like one note, go for it. All right, cut. This one's gonna go, y'all are gonna go, All together. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. You can stop. Now, why I say that is because y'all have talent. What can I say? I mean, y'all did it. I didn't do it. I got a couple announcements about the talent show that we have coming up here. First off, there's a talent show. Wow, surprising. Auditions are here in Dixon, which is right down here. What you have to do, you don't actually have to sign up online. There are spreadsheets that you can actually sign up now. Now, it is a first come, first serve, and you'll have about 60 to 90 seconds to perform. Now, that just took, what, 5 seconds? So y'all are doing pretty good so far. So give yourselves a pat on the back. There you go. Wow, I didn't expect you to actually do it, but well done. I appreciate that. So y'all can sign up there. It is going to be a $5 cost, but it'll all be charged to your account, so you should be fine there. But also, if you win in your performance, you'll be put in the top 15, which will then be judged. And then if you win overall, you will have a partial scholarship to alumni events, other alumni events besides the National Convention itself. How does that sound? Yeah. I know. That's all I got for talent show for so far.
Alrighty, guys. So the next thing that I would like to bring up for y'all is staff interviews. It's kind of exciting. I know a lot of y'all signed up for those, and those will happen in the election hall today. So remember what time slot you signed up for, and make sure that you're in there for that time. Remember that we do have our own schedules, which adds like a certain amount of accountability that all of us have. So no one's gonna tell you like when to be, where to be, when. If that makes sense. Okay, fantastic. All right, our next thing is ChatCon. Raise your hand if you've heard of ChatCon. You have not? Well, that's great. So this is going to be speed friending. You know how there's speed dating? Well, we're doing speed friending. Well, if you were looking to meet some awesome friends, then please do come to the gazebo and partake in some speed friending. Also at 3:30, this is an important one. Shh. This is an important one because there's been a little bit of miscommunication, unfortunately. So if you are a candidate, your handbook was a little bit wrong on this point. Today at 3:30 is the Amazing Race meet and greet thing, okay? So that will be today in the elections hall. So even if you're not running for anything, please do come to this. It's such an incredible time to meet all of the candidates and such. So just as a reminder, that's 3:30 today. Tomorrow will be coffee and questions. Okay, so if you saw that in your handout and it's a little bit wrong, that's why. Alrighty, and then the last thing, parents who are helping with sports today, can you please pick up score sheets from the information desk on the way to afternoon session today, after lunch? Awesome. Joe?
All right, I have one important thing here. So I've been looking at y'all's attire. I know. Uh-oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Y'all are lacking some merch. Okay, all right, cut. I know y'all like to clap and laugh, but that was not a laughable thing. Stop. Nope, stop. All right, real talk. In order to make things go swell and fast on stage, we gotta have some participation, but also when it is needed. So when you're clapping all the time, it prolongs it, makes it a little dangerous. I know. No, stop. All right, that's the last time. All right, cool. Now my promo here is there is $2 off on the Frisbee Up and Coming. So if you are playing sports and you would like that, go hit up the Team Back store in the back. Sounds good? With that, in the next part of our day, please welcome up Caleb.
Hello, everyone. My name is Caleb Jennings, and I am very excited to be your sports director at National Convention this year. We are so excited to be hosting 3 sports tournaments this year. And here in just a second, I'm going to list off these sports tournaments. But there's something I need you all to do. I know that we are all Team Packers, and we all love to clap a lot. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you guys are not doing well so far. Because what I'm going to challenge you all is that after I list off these sports, I need it to be completely silent, okay? Get it? All right, get it? Good. Okay, so I'm going to list those off. It's going to be completely silent, and I'll say why here in just a second. So we are going to be playing basketball, ultimate frisbee, and volleyball. Good. Great job, everyone. I am personally very excited for these tournaments. How many of you are participating? Go ahead, just raise your hands. All right, look around the room, guys. There are so many playing sports this year, and we all are very excited. But I have not been the only one putting together these sports tournaments. I have had 3 people who have done a ton of work in preparation for this. So I know you all are very excited to jump straight into competition. So let's go ahead and do that now. We are going to see what sport you all are most excited for. So to introduce the sports, I'm going to pass the microphone down, and these sports directors are going to list off what sport they are leading this year. And when they say the sport that you are most excited to play, you guys are going to just go crazy, and we're going to see which sport is most popular. Get it? Good. All right.
Hey everybody, my name is Dara Weisbrod, and who here is excited for volleyball?
Fantastic. My name's Wes Swain, and who here is excited for Frisbee this week?
What's up, y'all? My name is Saken Sawyer, and can we hear it for basketball? Let's go. Hey, let's team up. Huddle up.
All right, everyone. Good. Drum roll, please. The winner is Ultimate Frisbee. Well done, everyone. Either way, there's a lot of excitement for all 3 of these sports, and we are very, very excited to be participating. Like I said, these 3 individuals have done a ton of work, so they're going to talk to you a little bit more about what these sports tournaments will entail.
Alrighty, so something about sports is it is a lot of physical exertion, right? Right? Yeah, so what I want us to do is I want everyone to stand up, and I want everyone to stretch up, and then stretch to your right, and stretch to your left, and then make sure you don't get a cramp this week. Okay, sit down, sweet. Okay, so volleyball. We are starting our volleyball tournament today with pool play. On Thursday, we're gonna start our actual tournament games, and then on Saturday, we're gonna have our huge championship game. So make sure if you're not playing volleyball, just go ahead and come out to the games in free time and cheer on your friends. I want all of you guys that aren't playing to be the best cheerleaders out there, especially the championship game. It's a huge deal. We're gonna have a national anthem singer. We're gonna have refs, and it's just a huge deal, super fun. So I will see you all on the courts.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. So Ultimate Frisbee, as we even just confirmed, is one of the hypest things. So I need you guys to do something for me. When I say ultimate, I need you to say Frisbee. So ultimate, Frisbee! Ultimate, Frisbee! Ultimate. Frisbee! All right, fantastic. So that's what I'm gonna be leading this week. It's gonna be a ton of fun. We're gonna be having some pool play games, determining seeding, happening both today and Wednesday. So if you guys are playing, or even if you aren't, come show up to those games, support your friends, support somebody maybe new you just met today. A little note for the fields. In your booklets for the map, one of the fields says Pengel Field. That is actually Form Field. It was printed wrong in the book. So if you see Pengel Field, that's Form Field. That's where you're gonna be going for that game. But give it up for Frisbee.
Alrighty, guys. So basketball actually starts today. So we're gonna have our pool play Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And Friday and Saturday, we're gonna have our tournament games. One thing, if you're a captain and you have not gotten your team shirts, go out to the information desk right after this and go ahead and get those. We're gonna set you up. So we have the game starting this week. Come on out, bring your friends. If you love basketball socks, if you love sports and you love competition, come on out.
Sweet, everyone. So we are all very excited, and we are here to help you all. If you have any questions at all three of these individuals are available to answer them, as well as myself. In your guidebook, their numbers are listed there. So if you need anything, go ahead and just give them a call. These three people are now your best friends. Everybody say, hey, best friends. Hey, best friends. Nice. They're very excited to be best friends with you all as well. I know you all are very excited to jump in and play some sports, but before we get to that, I have just a couple quick bullet points to hit on. And we at Teen Pack love acronyms. We love the 5 C's, all of those things. So these are going to be the 3 W's. And the first W is what. Everybody say what? Yeah, good, good. What. So if you're wondering what is going on, where your games are going to be played, you can find all of that information by scanning the QR code that is on the screen. This QR code is also in your student notebook. This is going to have the schedule for the pool play games that are going on over the next couple days. So if you're wondering what is going on and where to play, go ahead and scan that. If you do not have the capability to do this, these schedules are also going to be posted outside at the info desk, or I'm sorry, rather outside the door at the info desk, and then outside at Coffee House on the bulletin board. So if you can't scan this code, no worries, just go ahead and check it out there. And once we get into the tournament play, we'll update things there. All right, the next W is water, or I guess we could say water. So we are very, good job, guys. Water is a very, very important part of these tournaments. I don't think I really need to explain it. If you don't drink water, bad things will happen. We don't want anyone passing out in the middle of a Frisbee game. So please, 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 we're begging you from the bottom of our hearts to please drink water, okay? Get it? Good. And this water, if you're wondering, is going to always be at Coffee House no matter the time of day. Be thinking ahead, bring your water bottles with you to all the meals and fill them up there, as well as at the individual sports tournaments, there will always be water coolers there for you guys to fill up your water bottles at. All right, and the last W is watch. Watch. Good, okay, so if you're not playing a Frisbee, volleyball, or basketball game, feel free to go ahead and come on over and watch some of your friends play those games, because it helps build up that excitement. And more than that, you can also scope out the competition, cheer on your friends, whatever. So definitely come and go watch those games. That is about all I have for you guys in terms of those who are playing sports. The last thing I have is for the parent volunteers. If you are helping with sports today or this week or plan on it and you're a parent volunteer, could you raise your hands? All right, everybody look up to the balcony and everybody give them a round of applause. Yes, we are so thankful for what the parent volunteers are going to be doing this week. One thing for the parent volunteers to know, as well as one thing for you all to know, is that these games are all self-officiated. So those parent volunteers are there to keep time in the case of basketball and Frisbee, and to keep score in the case of all 3 sports. So that's gonna be their role, that's what they're in charge of. They're not officiating the game per se, but more so just there to keep score and potentially keep time as well. Like was mentioned just a minute ago, if you're a parent volunteer today, make sure to grab the scorecard on your way out the doors today. Other than that, feel free to go ahead and check out that schedule, and we are very, very excited for you all to participate in sports tournaments this week. Thank you all.